God, I need you to do me a favor for me. I need you to kill Peter Parker.
Kill Peter Parker.
Welcome to the Crapshoot, where I talk about anything and everything that comes to the Crapshoot. I'm your host, JD. This is my co-host.
Oh, for grace and God, can you just kill Peter Parker?
James. A.K.A. Eddie James. A lot of things have happened this week, James.
A lot of things have
Actually, a lot of things have. Number one, Five Nights at Freddy's, the new game, Security Breach, has been released in the previous week. And also, the Spiderman trailer came out. So I guess we're talking about those two things.
You the Spiderman 3 sound effect.
There we go. But yeah, that's the... Apparently that's happened. Which one do you want to talk about first?
Five Nights at Freddy's.
Five Nights at Freddy's.
That's where I wanna be.
That's
Five
where I
Nights
wanna
at
be.
Freddy's.
Shut up. Fuck you, you fucking dick.
No, fuck you.
Why don't you make something like... like inward singing? That's Jack Black.
Did you say that?
Yeah, he did say that. Fuck you, you fucking dick. I try to say it in the Jack Black voice, but I can't get his voice down. I can get his inflections.
You were quoting a specific YouTuber who makes Five Nights at Freddy videos.
No, I was quoting that one meme. That one meme of Kung Fu Panda.
Oh, fuck you.
Of Kung Fu Panda, where Po was like talking to Master Oogway. And then Oogway's like, he was like, "Why'd you choose me?" And he's like,
"Like Master Oogway." And then
that was such a bad joke. That's why I was laughing. So he was like, "I chose you because of just because I wanted to." And then it just cuts to his face. It freeze frames on his face, and it's just Jack Black going like, "Fuck you, you fucking dick." I don't know if we should be cursing this much in the first 5 minutes of the video, but I guess we are.
Not our ad revenue.
Oh no, my ad revenue. But yeah, so apparently new FNAF game came out, and it's a little
so much
rough.
Worse when you don't say the whole name.
It's a little rough. What do you mean?
When you call it FNAF and not FNAF.
I did say FNAF.
You said FAF.
No, I didn't. I said FNAF.
You said FAF.
I said FNAF.
You said, I heard FAF.
And I said FNAF, FNAF.
And I said,
sorry, James, do I have to pronounce, do I have to put emphasis on the N for you to hear it?
No.
Also, I know you haven't seen my video in like a couple months, but like when you see me in person, you're going to see how much my hair is growing out. And I might seem like a completely different person at that point. And I will be.
When we build the PC.
Yeah, because it'll be like, I don't know. Do you remember what day exactly our last like actual webcam Crapshoot special was?
No, I don't think I do. That was a bit ago though.
It was like a couple months ago, right? Like 3 months ago, almost.
It wasn't like yesterday.
Yeah, but it was. I think it was episode 54, right?
No.
The year special.
Shit.
It was episode 54. But yeah, I had a buzz cut, and I was just fresh off a buzz cut in that video.
Right.
Yeah. So now my hair's growing out, so you'll be able to see how much my hair has grown in like a couple months. And I'm not gonna lie to you, James. My hair length right now is at a point where people are like, "So how long you been growing your hair out, huh? About like a year?" I'm like,
Week.
You grow hair, but I embrace the hair. You and me are not the same.
Yeah, I'm looking for the face reveal one. Was it labeled face reveal?
No, it was just we react to funny videos. Just check around the 50, yeah, 50s.
My God,
right?
How many times do we talk about Starfire's daughter?
Is it a decent amount?
There's at least 2 episodes, but it's not like they're episodes right next to each other. Yeah. It's episode 49 and 53.
Yeah, I do remember saying something like that. Yeah,
time between it.
I think we've only brought it up twice. Actually, I don't remember talking about more than that. But anyway, back to FNAF, which is the thing that I wanted to talk about.
Yeah,
that new game released, and it's kind of it's not the smoothest running game, James. I'm sure you've seen it already, right?
Yeah, I've seen that there were problems with it and everything.
Well, number one, I think there's just already like there's graphical issues, and as well as
you're a graphical issue. I'm sorry. I don't know what came over me. I just play the Spiderman sound effect while I instead of actually yelling. I was just like, but anyway, so there are some, frame rate issues with the game, as well as like some AI isn't really working well. Have you seen even in Markiplier's videos, which I think has like the least amount of bugs that I've seen anyone play it, but I've only seen two. AI will get caught on like objects and stuff.
Yeah, they'll get caught on objects, but they'll also teleport around, like right next to you, pretty much. They'll teleport like right next to you and get you, and they'll get you through walls. And yeah, it's not the greatest. Also, there's a bit of lag. The game. Did you know the game is 50 gigabytes, James?
Holy shit! No, I didn't.
It's 50 gigs. That's like close to Call of Duty levels of, like Modern Warfare levels of size.
That's just unnecessary.
It's unnecessarily huge. The only reason I know it's because I've watched Markiplier play it, but I've also watched Charlie play it. Charlie Moore's Critical.
I watched God play it,
and he ran in. I think he ran into the most bugs. At least he showed the most bugs in his video of it, where like literally like enemies will get caught on like objects and stuff. They'll just be running in place.
Yeah, but I think the thing there is that like, not even like a computer thing, just like I wouldn't say that Charlie has like probably the best computer for stuff like that, run it properly and everything.
I mean, his computer's good, isn't it?
I don't know. I know I don't picture him as like the best like computer kind of guy.
Really?
Sorry if I'm like being quiet and just kind of staring off in the webcam. I'm
like eating right now. I'm actually eating right now while I'm doing it. So I'm going to have to rely on you speaking a little bit more. But
sorry, I'm desperately trying to find the video.
It should just be episode 54, right?
Is it 54?
Yeah.
God damn it, that was the one I hadn't gotten to yet.
I said it was in the 50s.
It was the first anniversary. There it is. Yeah. Our face reveal.
Our face reveal.
Where you pop into existence.
Mm-hmm.
And then I emerge from under the seat.
I even forgot how I edited it, but hopefully it came across like that. But yeah, I mean, I should have had like a really short hair.
Jesus Christ. Your hair. Oh my God.
Well, what's wrong?
No, I forgot how short it was. I was like, it's not that short. And then you pop into existence.
I mean, I literally have like a 3 all over buzz cut in it, right? And if you don't know what a 3 all over buzz cut looks like, it's really short.
There's a sense of intimidation that comes from this freeze frame I have of you.
Are you just like snap a picture and send on Discord or something?
I'm just gonna screen share. It's kind of scary.
Huh.
You just
let me see. You're laughing your ass off, and my freaking. Oh, I see.
I feel like it should be captured. It should be captioned. I'm slowly approaching 3 miles away or something.
Oh yeah, I forgot that I don't think we've ever talked about YouTube removing the dislikes. I think we mentioned it once. We were like, oh, YouTube's going to remove the dislikes.
They were going to, but we hadn't like said anything.
Yeah, we haven't said anything
because it wasn't like a thing yet. It was just like still being rumored.
Yeah, it was also, like an in progress type thing.
I realized by shaving this bottom part of my beard, I look very hick with just the very mustache and the long hair.
Don't worry about it. You look millions of times better than MatPat did when he had a buzz cut and also a beard.
Oh man.
I don't know why, but I really didn't like that look of him.
You motherfucker.
Hey, it's just a personal opinion.
How dare you?
Just a personal opinion.
Have a beard.
You looked oddly really manly, but still had the same like voice. So it was like,
hey guys, MatPat here, but it's like a super manly like look to him. So weird.
A very fucking what was the Edward Norton movie where he played a racist?
MatPat?
American History X. No, I was gonna say he probably had the look of like Edward Norton in American History X, where he was bald and with a beard.
Sorry, the only Edward Norton that I know is the one from Hulk.
That is Edward Norton. That's
Yeah,
same one.
that's the only look of him that I know. But yeah.
You're all so
Are you gonna play the new FNAF game on stream? You gonna get it?
Is it on Xbox?
I think it's on PlayStation. It might be on Xbox. I don't think it's a PS4 exclusive.
Right, I was gonna say like
Or
all the
PS
marketing
PS5
keeps ending with
exclusive, I
like
guess
a
it's PS5.
PlayStation kind of like the outro, like "Doo-doo, it's in the game." Wait, no, that's EA.
Also, when are you gonna set up that computer thing, or get all the parts for it? Because I don't know how long I've got the okay to go out for.
Yeah, I want to ask like what's your like end, like not end game, but like the end time for that, because then I'll like, if it's like super soon, then I'll get all the parts ordered and everything.
I don't think it's soon, but I don't think I can.
You'd say
I don't think it can last for as long as G Saver's been not released. You know what I'm saying?
JD, what is G Saver? You keep talking about it, and I've been like nodding my head and agreeing.
I can
man.
see you smiling there. You're bullshitting.
But they can't see me smiling, JD.
I can see it though, and that's what really matters. They also can't see G Savior's video because this hasn't been released.
There is
yet,
no
but,
G Savior video.
I really want to see Mark on screen. Us reacting to Mark on screen. All three of them. Come on, James. You know you want it.
Oh, yeah, I do.
Is it just not funny or something? Is that why you haven't done it? Or?
No, it's very funny. I laugh while I like rewatch it and stuff, and it's just like literally, I like every night I'm like, okay, I'm gonna. It's just like pass out. It's like I'm literally sitting here. I'll have like a drink and everything.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. I can see what it is. Like to keep me awake and everything. It'll be like,
Monster's
okay,
disgusting.
Okay. Like the whole day just catches up with me the moment that I sit down. No.
Yeah, but then like you hear Halo Infinite launch up and you're like, I'm ready now. You're like head forward in chair,
Finish the fight.
lean forward in chair, controller in hand. I'm ready. Did you see Halo streaming the their esports? Apparently they got esports for Halo.
I do not care. Consume Halo. Dude, I hate how I look when I go. Like, I literally like pull.
Oh,
my
please
head
do it
back,
more.
like,
When
I do that.
actually, do we have how many cameras do you have in person?
One.
Just one?
One.
Because I was maybe
I gotta remember to charge it.
Okay.
The one thing I always forget to do, it will be like, I got the camera. Did you charge it?
I gotta say, dude, whenever Mark plays a game like FNAF, he gets really frustrated in the second part. Did you see that? Did you watch that?
I hadn't finished it. I only got to the beginning of it where I
Where
got
he gets
to the
scared
part.
by the map bot. That was really funny too.
Dude, that was my favorite part because Mapbot keeps showing up too. And Djibouti, when they were playing it, it was just like they kept getting scared. And when they get scared, they get scared. Like they have the whole shock and like grabbing their chest type of reaction, which is why I kept doing the whole donation, because I'm like, well, obviously I have to. I gotta be a bad
I can see that
guy.
this causes you distress.
And I was like, okay, and they kept getting scared by Mapbot because you run into him like a few times, and they kept going, fuck, I hate this guy.
It's funny because that's like the scariest jump scare. Because you just
really
don't
is.
expect it.
And then it's just take a map.
Hi.
Take a map.
Take
Run.
a map.
Run. Wake
Take
up.
a map.
Wake up.
Run. Wake up. Wake up.
Wake up. Wake up. It's literally that guy.
Yeah. Wake up. Wake up. It's really funny. God. I love Mapbot, dude. It's my
I love
she's my
Mapbot.
favorite bot. It's my favorite bot.
Is it a he or a she? Because I feel
It's
like
an it. It's a robot, James.
Hey,
There's no gender to it.
Hey.
It had a female voice, the one that scared Mark
whoa.
at the beginning. But
Whoa. 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 Whoa.
I'm about to pull a Dave Chappelle here.
Excuse me. I have to make comments about people.
Excuse me. I'm about to do what's
Hi.
called a pro gamer move.
Hi. JonTron here.
Trans people. I don't know why that really cracked me up.
You said it.
I didn't even say anything
people.
about it.
You said it like the Mark Wahlberg impression. What do you mean I'm a computer? What do you mean the birds are killing us?
That's really funny, man. But yeah, so yeah, Mattbot scared the hell out of him. But then he gets this one area, and I joke you not, he's stuck in there for like the entire episode. The entire episode is him just going through this one area.
Is it
It's just
really
one,
just
literally
him?
one part of the game. It's like it's not even that big of an area. It's like maybe like 4 or 5 rooms where he just has to go through and avoid the bots and get to the next section. Right? Very simple, streamlined. And he spends, I shit you not, 45 minutes trapped
This is Markiplier,
in this section.
a man who can easily become distracted.
A man with 5 ovens. So
Wait, what?
well, you never seen that clip of him saying
No,
that?
that's the funniest thing I've
I
ever
am a
heard. He has
man with
ovens?
5 ovens. It's when he was doing the like the cooking with Markiplier series where he brings on like Tyler and
with Mark.
Crank gameplays. What's up, my cranky crew?
Those videos. Yeah, I
Yeah,
never
and
watched
he was doing one of the cooking ones. He was doing one of the cooking ones, and he's like, do you have more than one oven that we can bake my shit in? And then he's like, yeah, I've got another one right here, and another one there. I got 3 ovens. Wait, I've got 4 I am a man with 5 ovens.
ovens.
That's what he says.
Mark's just lost his mind.
Yeah. but- so he gets trapped in this section for like 45 minutes, and I shit you not, James. It's a section that should only realistically take like 10 minutes to get through, or maybe even 5 minutes to get through. It's like really,
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's obvious where the exit is because the level design in the game is not the best. Like I wouldn't say the game is like amazing in that part.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that either.
Because you're playing as a
I'd
little kid,
I'd
and
never say that about the game.
you're playing as a little kid, and all the shelves are like regular sized like desks and stuff, so like your view is blocked a lot of the times by objects. But yeah, so his reaction when he finally finds like the I would say it's like super hidden. I'd say it's kind of obvious. The kind of obvious exit. He just starts like freaking out because he's like no, because he's realizing that he's stupid.
No,
He's been trapped in a section.
Fuck him.
He's been trapped in a section for 45 minutes, one that he should not have been. So he's like, no.
It's a very Mark predicament, you know.
It's very Mark. Never change.
It's very.
I love it.
Never change.
It's going to be
Golden Boy.
like 70 parts for this FNAF series if FNAF game if he spends 45 minutes getting through parts like this. Like literally it takes forever. But I mean, I welcome it. I enjoy it. So it's fine.
Everything's crashing.
Uh-oh.
My
That's
world,
not good.
it's coming to a stop.
For some reason your internet's been much better now though. Is that you change anything or?
That's probably because my sister isn't here.
Oh, okay. Fuck your I just started freaking like roasting your sister, using too much bandwidth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Down with the patriarchy.
Down with the civilization. We live in a society.
We live in a society, Batman.
Also, you know how the FNAF game has manual saves?
Yes.
Mark, good old Mark. You know him in manual saves.
Yeah, I saw the part where he forgot to do the manual save, and then like he just
It's like he's like joking around. He's like, I forgot to save, and he just like deadpan face stares as the camera zooms in on him. There's actually one part at the very end where he's like hi bunny, I forgot to save, and it's like him in a death screen and like and he's like legitimately like horrified because he didn't save, and he went through a really long, well I guess he went through that 45-minute section
without saving. So he's like, Jesus. God, please, no, please.
He's let this be a normal field trip with the frizz. No way.
What the frizz?
Cruising through the music.
What the fuck are you talking about?
What, you never watched Magic School Bus?
I'm at the battle bus. The Vega bus is coming. You know, it's Fortnite. How could you not know about Fortnite?
Wait, hold on. This isn't like a I know about Fortnite type of situation. This is Magic School Bus. This is classic. It's originality.
I've never watched Magic School Bus.
What the fuck? You
I forgot to save.
are you even an American? You tell me.
Don't give me that shit, James. Not
Yeah,
like all Americans.
I want to hear it.
Not all Americans
I ain't hearing
watch
it.
the
No.
Magic School Bus.
Yeah, huh?
Oh yeah, name one.
Name an American or a Magic School Bus?
Name an American who's watched the Magic School Bus.
Me?
Me? I've never heard anyone named me. My point stands. Ha ha ha. I'm not joking with you anymore. I'm not joking. I'm not joking with you anymore. Give me that thing in your arms. By the way, I remember when you told me about that Snapcube Sonic part where like an explosion happens and then it transitions to Gmod.
Blows up. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It transitions to Gmod. And I had no idea what you're talking about. I watched that. It was in the Sonic Writers dub.
Yes.
And like it was at the very end too. And like it transitioned. Why does it? What'd you say? Why it transitioned Gmod again? You said something like they forgot to record or whatever.
I think they forgot to record it, or there was like a cutscene that they like couldn't use or something.
Uh-huh. And that's why they decided to use Gmod instead?
Yes, and they were better for
Hatsune Miku!
it. Fucking Alfred carrying it.
Is that Alfred?
Yeah, I think it was Alfred who yelled that.
Does Alfred voice that guy? I don't think he does. Because Alfred's the dude who voices Eggman.
Oh no, right? Yeah, no, that's somebody else.
It's someone else. I don't know who does that voice.
I think that might be one of the actors who got removed.
Maybe, but he was hilarious in that because he played the dude, the tall gray one, the hawk looking dude. Yeah, he was very funny.
That was like the only Sonic game
my
I ever
body
played
is
as a
slack.
kid.
My eyes are dead. What is this hell? Hatsune Miku. It's the way he says it too, because I'm guessing that you're saying that they all gathered together and like Snapcube just plays a video, like share screens a video and they just dub it in real time without any rehearsal. So I'm guessing that's the first time they've watched it, and when it transitions to Gmod, that happens. It
was literally like Penny said it to him.
That happens in the video, right? So like they're watching the video and it transitions to Gmod and everyone's like, what the fuck is happening?
Yes, that's why it's like, wait, what's going on?
That's why the dude's like, oh, my slack. Hatsune Miku, because they honestly just did expect her to come out of the corner. That was hilarious. I can't forget that now.
Great video. Yeah, see now it's ingrained.
Yeah,
that's part of your
it's part of my repertoire.
Core memories. It's one of your 6 core memories.
One of my 6 core memories in my CPU brain. Yeah, I'm a PC gamer. How could you tell? Oh man.
Yeah, I'm a PC gamer. How can you tell? There's such anger behind it.
But yeah, that was a really funny dub.
Yeah.
My favorite is probably the Eggman focused one though.
Oh,
it was from like Sonic Adventures, I think. The evil side of Sonic Adventures.
Yeah.
Where it's Eggman's the main character. It's just because Alfred is my favorite voice actor out of all of them. The way he does Eggman. Hilarious. Honestly, I don't think he voices too many other things. He does a couple like background voices, but his Eggman is like spot on.
I think that really is the only character he kind of plays.
Mm-hmm. That's because he's the only Eggman, right?
Yeah, Yes, that's because that's the only Eggman. No, I mean he plays the robot in the other one, but like I think other than that, he doesn't
Yeah,
play
he plays
anybody
Omega.
else. Dude, so not only was Sonic Riders like the only video game I ever played that had Sonic in it, really, but
Well, I mean, it's a Sonic game.
it's a Sonic game, yeah. But the only character I ever liked was the robot. I did not care for Sonic or any of the other characters.
The robot?
The robot, Omega.
Which robot? Omega?
Omega the robot.
Was Omega in Riders?
I think he was one of the DLC type of characters because there was like an add-on to the game that had like a bunch of original characters in it that weren't in the normal game.
Because I don't remember that. I don't remember Omega popping up in anything other than 06.
It might be
But
a different game that I'm thinking of, but like I'm pretty sure it's that one.
Sonic Riders, the one with the airboards, hoverboards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking it.
Yep.
Sorry, I've been on a roll today. I told my dad last night he started just saying "fucking" a lot while referring to stuff because he was getting upset, and he's like, "No, I wasn't." I'm like, "Yeah, you were like you fucking buy the price of a car
You
for
fucking
two cars
dick.
and fucking
Fuck
this
you.
kind of fucking same price as a fucking used one as a fucking new one." And I'm like, "Oh my god."
Fuck you, you fucking dick. How about you make something like that? Fucking Riverdale.
Oh my god, dude, Riverdale. Don't get me fucking started on Riverdale,
that
dude.
very audible sigh was amazing. You ever thought about becoming a voice actor for Riverdale? You can ADR some lines in for background characters.
Yeah, I was like,
wait a minute. John?
John?
John Tron?
Yeah, I didn't say John Tron. Whoa,
I haven't
John,
watched the new John Tron video yet. I need to get to
saw
that.
the video. It was right after we were setting the memes, and I wake up and I see the notification. I'm like, da-na-na-na-na. But I actually have that.
I wake up, I saw a notification. I was like,
no, but an episode of Riverdale came out, and fucking Jesus Christ, man, that show just doesn't get good.
you tell me there's no redeeming qualities for it?
I think there's some, but it's just like it's so downhill all the time at every fucking second. I just don't feel like I'm enjoying it at any point.
It's like save the kids tokens.
This could be
going down and down. Maybe there's some spikes up, but it goes down.
Yeah, it's like there's a few bumps where I'm like, oh, this could be good. Oh no, no. Oh, it doesn't seem to. Oh no.
For every bump, it reaches a new low.
And they're doing a crossover with the Sabrina TV show from Netflix about Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
My favorite show. Said no one.
Hey,
I'm joking. There's probably some people who love it.
I've seen like half of the first season and was like, that's not bad.
Isn't it one of those freaking like B-roll shows that are just about some like really baddie CG'd magic or whatever?
No, because nothing really happens.
Oh, it's fine. It's my bad. It's one of those shows where nothing happens.
Yeah, it's just a lot of standing around being like, magic.
It's a lot of standing around exposition. It's like the bunch of voice actors come around. You just sit around the booth and they just like speak from the novel. There's like a narrator.
Harry, said Dumbledore, did you put your name in the Goblet of Fire? He asked calmly.
I didn't save, said Dumbledore calmly. Have you seen those kinds of memes where they start like taking quotes from other places, just putting Dumbledore says calmly underneath it? It's so funny.
That's hilarious. if you encounter one, send it to me. That's hilarious.
Yeah, I forgot what it was, but oh man, I saw it somewhere and it was so funny to me. Fuck, I forgot what it's quoting. But like whenever someone starts like really getting like really heated, starts screaming something, they'll just put it in quotes and be like, "said Dumbledore calmly."
XQC anytime he talks.
Oh, I got abandoned again. I can't believe this.
Said Dumbledore calmly.
Said Dumbledore calmly.
Calmly. Harry, Dumbledore said calmly. Did you put your name in the Goblet of Fire?
Harry, Harry, did you put your name in the Goblet of Fire?
What? He kind of does like rap it though, because he just says it so rapidly.
Excuse me, what? Said Dumbledore calmly. You right, James? What are you looking at there?
I'm texting. We're getting tickets for Spiderman, and I'm going back and forth on like
get some
information.
For me. Get some for me.
Da-na-na-na-na.
Bring me and all of my clones.
Yeah, I'll buy you one seat on the other side of the theater. just so when
Like you buy me a freaking front row seat. I'm like, you son of a bitch.
I'm gonna buy you a seat all the way in the back in the corner, and I'm just gonna wait for Toby to show up on screen.
That'd be
stand
even
up and
worse.
turn around, like just stare at you, just be like,
Stand straight up in the theaters, T-pose as you're looking at me. And if somebody just yells out like, what the fuck's with this Oblivion NPC in the theater?
Here, I'll play it out.
This cyberpunk NPC.
Ba-na-na-na-na-na.
No. It's like you just start screaming it. Da, 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 da.
Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! Have you seen that video? It's the scene from The Great Gatsby where Leonardo DiCaprio is just yelling, "Shut the fuck up," and then it cuts to the cat that's just going.
No.
And he's just, "Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up!"
Sounds funny. No, but there's like this. There's Spider-Man.
Yeah.
In Spider-Man's like, we can't let this mass menace get through to our city, said Dumbledore calmly.
By the way, look at that. Look who's coming through.
What do you mean?
Look who it is. Popping through the pop filter. It's me.
Mario. That's not the voice.
Did I tell you about how the co-producer of the movie's like, you don't need to worry. The voice is gonna be phenomenal. I guarantee it. He's not gonna do the original voice, but he's gonna do some nods to the voice in the movie.
The fuck you mean he's not gonna do the original voice?
What does that mean?
Is there another Mario that I'm unaware of?
And then
is it the Mario from the Luigi meme? Is that voice?
Hello, Mario.
I'm gonna give you a big heaping spaghetti spoonful of information.
He's my brother Luigi. Thank you, Mario. I love how people are using that as the reverse for who it is. Charlie Day as Luigi versus Chris Pratt as Mario. They've said we aren't upset that you didn't cast an Italian person to play Mario. We just wish you casted anybody other than Chris Pratt. And they responded with, well, we did cast a person to have a little nod to the representation of Mario and Luigi as Charlie Day. A nod as Charlie Day. I think a man who's half Irish, half Italian. I don't think he's one or the other.
Yes, my favorite Nintendo character. Half white, half Irish, half Italian person, Luigi.
I mean, what the fuck?
Hello, Mario.
Hello, Luigi. Oh my god. Hello, Luigi.
How do you think you're gonna like this movie? Spider-Man movie.
Here's the thing. I saw a lot of people come out going, this is the greatest movie ever. And then a person who I share some pretty similar opinions with came out with that thought. And then like literally the day later, he's like, hey, wait, no, fuck this movie. This sucked. And I'm like, whoa, What? What?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I'm pretty sure if you didn't like the previous 2 Spider-Man movies, you probably wouldn't like this one either.
Here's the thing. I rewatched Homecoming and I'm like, I kind of like it, but I fucking hate it.
I'm not sure if you hate it for reasons that are completely logical. I'm sure maybe
I don't feel like it's a Spider-Man movie is my biggest problem. It's like,
and that's your opinion. That's your opinion.
Don't like Tom Holland. It's like, no, I think he's a good casting for it. I think he does a good job.
Is that do you think that, James? You just don't think Tom Holland is a good Peter Parker because he's British. Just say it, dude.
Andrew Garfield.
Disclaimer: none of us on the podcast hate British people. They just suck.
Smash it up to our British
Have you seen the Danny G? I'm Danny G. Come down to Brenham. I'm gonna beat your ass. Beat your ass on this and break your fucking legs. Come over here.
No, I genuinely I don't have a problem with Tom Holland as him. I think the movies are pretty okay.
I do.
The suits are. I think the suits are okay. It doesn't feel like a Spider-Man movie is my biggest gripe. It's an Iron Man movie for both versions, and it's like they keep.
But Iron Man's in it for like less than 5 minutes.
No, that's not it. It's not Spider-Man doing anything. It's just him doing Iron Man stuff.
Doing anything
Things are caused because of
swinging
Iron
around,
Man,
helping
Spider-Man.
people.
These villains aren't self-made. It's because Iron Man.
Okay, well, what about the second movie then? He's even better, right?
It's because Iron Man.
What about the second one where Iron Man is dead, huh? What about the second one where he sees his face everywhere he goes, huh? What about the one where he sees his face everywhere he goes? Iron Man's on that one.
As he lands and looks up at the giant mural that's been painted there
giant
for
mural
weeks,
of
and he
Iron
keeps
Man's
coming
helmet.
back. I see his face everywhere I go. Stop going to his murals only. There's other places in New York. There's places other than his helmet being painted on the wall. Black Widow died too, Peter.
Who gives a
you
shit?
Asshole. You dick. There are other people who died.
I'm sorry. Did everyone walk out of Endgame
how many Wakandans probably died during that war? How many sorcerers?
I'm sorry. How many people walked out of Endgame being like, "Man, it sucks that Black Widow died"? Or was it people who were like walked out of the theater like, "Oh man, Iron Man is dead"? Yeah, see, look, James, you are the problem.
Nah, I was like that. I was like
you
that,
are the
and
problem.
that was Iron Man. This fucking picture, man. Every time like I look over, I'm like, nah.
Can't believe you.
Yeah, but I don't feel like it's Spider-Man movies. I feel like we get close to it, and then I feel like every moment where it's like, okay, we've reached that point. He's self-dependent. He's doing this, and it's Iron Man gave him a suit. Cool.
Okay, but what about the second movie then?
Iron Man gave him a suit again.
Why? He's dead, man.
It's still his technology.
No, it's Spider-Man's technology now. Did you see the Spider-Man Homecoming trailer? It's not Iron Man's drones anymore. It's his drones. Come on, James. Give it the times.
They're not even my drones. Oh, you have the glasses, don't you?
They're not my drones. I didn't kill him. The drones killed him. They're your drones.
Right. But they're your drones.
The drones that are yours? Checkmate, minor.
I'm just an FBI agent, but I don't know, your drones.
Someone slams their books on the desk. Okay, now listen here. Listen to me, blind man. Listen to me. I'm blind.
But it's not Matt Murdock is the thing.
Listen to me. I'm blind.
The thing is, it wasn't him, and everyone's like,
"Are you sure? Are you sure? Have you watched it, James? I don't think so."
Because JD, in the IMAX trailer, it literally shows that it's the same FBI agent who is like, "They're your drones."
Actually, have you seen that? I need to tell you this, James. There's someone who's been leaving comments on the Kyle Rittenhouse episode that we did. No. You need to look at it. You need to look at it, dude.
Yes.
It's actually hilarious.
What?
It's funny. Well, I mean, it's not funny. He's not actually. He's just stating facts, but I'm actually glad he's watched that far into it. 7 minutes in. I know for sure he's watched 7 minutes in. So
Glad he watched 7 minutes.
Thank
into
you,
the video.
random citizen who's watched the podcast. I appreciate it.
Hold on.
Big appreciate.
Nothing's loading.
But I have to restate this. I'm not political like James, nor do I support any political candidates like James does. And
Fuck the patriarch.
I'm not a bigot, racist, or misogynist like James. Thank you.
Oh, that's all.
You didn't see it, but James was dabbing there. He was dabbing. He was dabbing as I was saying it.
I hear a crunch.
Yeah, I'm eating.
I know. Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
One of the witnesses who took video/photos of the event when being questioned in court was asked if the prosecutor had asked the witness to edit some of the pictures to make them harder to see, and openly admitted it was with confidence that he was indeed asked to do that by the prosecutors.
Uh-oh.
The witness with the gun walked up to Kyle with his hands up and with a pistol in his hand. Kyle was on his back after being hit by a skateboard. Then the idiot decided to point his gun at Kyle, and Kyle proceeded, in his words, blew off his bicep.
Mm-hmm.
That's not how you spell bicep.
James, content
I'm sorry.
here. Content. Focus on the content here. Do you see how wrong you are?
Yeah, I'm so glad this guy with the British flag. Knights of
Read
the
his
True
name
Crosses.
too.
Oh my god. Wow, okay. Oh, there's another one, 709. He was confronted by a pedo who went for his gun and opened fire. But he didn't know that. That's the thing. He didn't shoot that person with that knowledge. That was after the fact.
He shot a person who went for his gun, but he didn't shoot
I
didn't
know.
shoot a pedo. But
that wasn't the intention, though, and that's like what they focus on. They're like, oh, nobody killed him. It's like, yeah, great, happy. That wasn't his intention.
mm-hmm. Luckily, they managed to prove his intention in court. But it's when you looked up there, I could see you just for a glimpse of like
I muttered the words, and I hope they picked up. I was like, did they?
Like a freaking millisecond. I saw like a millisecond of you like full on like I'm about to commit a hate crime. That was the attitude. But James, you're being really based about this.
I am a based man.
Based in stupidity.
Listen, fucker. Sorry, I don't want to make you choke. I realize that might have been it.
No, it's fine. Dude. I never choke.
I heard the chewing as
I never choke. I always clutch. I never choke.
Wow, you're really speaking like a fucking Black Panther.
Yeah, I'm a PC gamer. How could you tell?
I'm a PC gamer. How can you tell? Yeah, I choke on my own saliva every time I breathe. Yeah.
So disgusting. Your saliva is so viscous that you choke on it every time you breathe.
Oh no. Oh. Hey, did we ever watch The Stuff?
Yeah. It's
We
on the
watched the whole
channel,
thing.
dude.
Oh my god, the commentary
It's on my
track is
channel.
I forgot. I was gonna say, like, if we haven't, that has to also be a commentary track.
No,
we do,
unlike you,
along with-
James. When we decide to
Hey, JD,
record
it's not
something,
my fault.
I can
It's
get
not
it
my
up
fault.
in
You
time.
didn't have an SSD reader. It's not my fault. Your computer is up in front of the times. And
I'm
only
sorry
uses
that I didn't have a
thumb drives.
boomer SSD slot for boomer SSD readers. Okay, James. When you walked into my house,
Take one of these.
when you walked
You
into
can't
my
take
house,
one of these,
when
you
you
little
walked
nerd.
into my house with that freaking 1940 device, I didn't even think it was a recorder.
$19 Fortnite card. Who want it?
James, I know you're gonna be weird when I say this, but in 20 years into the future, that's the size of phones. The SSD.
No.
And it's implanted into your brain. Da-na-na-na-na.
Heading for dinner.
Sorry, what?
I've been supposed to be looking at what I wanted for dinner for a while now, and I just haven't been looking.
Yeah, well, you were supposed to be. You're supposed to release G Savior for a while now, and you didn't. So
G Savior's not real though, JD.
it's
You
100%
should know
real.
that. JD has Knights of True Cross.
James, I know there were gold jokes in that recording session. There was gold in there. In them audio
The entirety
files.
of Jack.
And you
He's the
refuse
greatest
you
joke known
refuse to
man.
release it. You're holding it hostage.
I'm doing what the Fantastic Four movie creators did. They're like, this movie's too good, we can't put it
You're
out.
doing what
Bury
the
it.
creators of
Bury
High
it.
Guardian Spice did. I just didn't decide to release it.
I'm doing what Warner Brothers did when Zack Snyder handed them Justice League. He's like, hey, sorry, I have family problems. They're like, oh, okay, fuck you. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Joss Whedon. Dun, dun,
Joss Whedon comes in. Is this guy still bothering you? Pushes
This guy's
aside
still
Zack
bothering
Snyder.
you? Pushes aside Zack Snyder. Zack Snyder, who had a horrible thing happen to him, looks at Joss Whedon like, I'm gonna put some dirt in your eye.
Zack Snyder at the church, just like, God, I need you to do me this one favor. I need you to kill Joss Whedon. Da-da-da-da-da. Hey, what were we talking about before all that? Spider-Man. That's right.
Spider-Man.
I'm excited to see this.
Spider-Man.
I heard that Tobey Maguire was in it.
Maguire.
Please, when he
Toby
when he appears on
Toby
screen,
Mac
I need him to
11
say
Guire.
I need him to say at least a really cheesy one-liner, like what he would say in a Sam Raimi movie.
Eats time. As he then gets
Eats the
shot
time.
through the head by the Punisher, who puts a 50 caliber bullet through his head.
As his limbs get ripped apart by Stephen Strange's magic. He like gets dismembered by Stephen Strange.
I can't hold this anymore. It's my Benedict Arnold or Benedict Cumberbatch.
Or like he's
Benedict Cumberbatch
or like
impression
Tom
where he does
Holland
an
is
American
fighting
accent.
the multiverse Sinister Six, and then like you see another web come out of nowhere. Is this guy still bothering you? And then just wham, you know. That'd be sick.
Wham!
Also, it's like
Wow.
Doc Ock. Doc Ock is a bad guy in there, right? Is he a bad guy? I don't know. That second trailer
think
seemed a
so.
bit weird.
I don't know, dude. The trailers don't make any sense, if I'm being honest.
I have to watch the movie, man. I have to watch the movie for it to make sense. But you know, did you see a clip of them talking about how Tom Holland's shorter than MJ? I forgot her name. It started
Really?
with a Z. It's like Zen something. I don't remember.
Zendaya?
Yeah, Zendaya. Yeah, Tom Holland's shorter than her. So when they were doing stunts,
Yeah, it's very funny.
when they were doing stunts, they had to like change some things because like when they're swinging around, they would land on something. Her feet would like hit the ground first, so they had to like they had to change some stuff. But it was pretty funny. I can't imagine being short, and it's just the 6'7" Goliath that I am. Flip those numbers around. You know, I just
7'6".
yeah.
Yeah, dude, I love when Spider-Man, you know,
I love when
Then the
6'5"
high
Spider-Man.
schooler is 7'8". It's just a 7'8" man.
Come on, dude. I mean, I wouldn't want to fight me neither. What
I
if
hope Joe Manganiello shows up as Flash
it's
Thompson
just
for the
Joe
love of
Manganiello
fucking
comes in.
Christ.
It's like this universe's Flash gets killed and it just gets replaced by Joe Manganiello.
Oh god, if only.
Well, you don't like this Flash?
No, that's another thing. I feel like the characters, like the casting, I don't think is bad for the most part. I just feel like a lot of the characters just aren't what the characters are. I feel like Flash Thompson's a little dweeb.
No, just
when
say
he's
it.
supposed to be
Just
like
say
a
what you
bull.
mean, James. We all know what you're thinking.
He's not white. I'm joking. No, I really don't care. I don't mind.
MJ.
I
MJ's
do
not
really like that
white.
act. No, I really like that. Dude, I got
How many
a
people
video
you
the
think
other-
have said that?
I got a video a lot of people, but I got a video on my TikTok the other day where it's like a person was talking about like they were like, I don't like Zendaya as Mary Jane. I don't think she's a good casting for it. And people are like, oh, but what about them? And then she's like, I don't associate with the racists. I just don't think she's good for it. I don't have a problem with her being black. I'm like, yeah, I don't think the problem is there. I just think that's like this isn't the Mary Jane character, which it's not. It's Michelle Jones, because fucking
Who? What? I don't know.
that's literally her character's name is Michelle Jones instead of Mary Jane, and I just like constantly sit here like, why not just say Mary Jane?
It's a different universe, James. I mean, James, if you wanted a Spider-Man movie, there's like 5 of them. There's 5 Spider-Man movies.
God, I hate when people say it like, hey, you just want one of the other Spider-Man movies. You got 5 others. Like, that's not the thing.
Think about it. We've had 5 of them, and now you wanted, what, 3 more of the exact same Uncle Ben dying? And
I didn't ask for Uncle Ben dying. I just said, don't make Spider-Man Iron Man.
He's not Spider-Man. He's not Iron Man, though. He's Spider-Man.
He is.
Iron Man is dead.
Iron Man Jr. He's Iron Man Jr.
No, he's Spider-Man.
Look at little Iron Man Jr. crying. Oh, did your father figure die?
Hey, what's up?
Wine.
Penis Parker. You know what? Honestly, I think though, that like bully character seems really similar to how bullies would look like in real life and act like. They're just like really cringy, just trying to just get on your nerves.
Yeah, the original.
The original one
Flash
seems
Thompson's,
it's like a romanticized version of a bully. I don't think.
No, I think that's pretty
like
accurate
that.
for what it was like back then when they
Was
first
it?
created
I
Flash
don't know.
Thompson. When they first created Flash Thompson.
Yeah, I
it was
wouldn't want to fight
absolutely
me
a
either.
giant Aryan looking guy being like, "Fuck you" to
But
everybody.
nowadays, everyone's a twink. Not to say
Oh
anything
my
about the Flash.
God.
Not to say anything about Flash.
Wow. No, again, I really like the actor for him, and I don't think he's a bad casting. I just think making him a mathlete is just like, you take away any intimidation. Like, because he is supposed to be an intimidating character, Peter. Even with his powers, he's
Not
still
in this
supposed to be, like-
universe.
yeah, in this universe,
He's comical
just
relief now.
now he's just an annoying guy that stands behind him like, Peter Parker.
I can't wait to see him dye his hair blonde.
Yeah,
Just
I
like the
can't wait for
original
that.
Flash from the comic. It's comic book accurate. I can't wait for him to get the Venom suit.
Oh, Jesus
Can you
Christ.
imagine this actor getting the...
Hold on, I have
My
to bring
spider
this up.
sense is tingling if you
I
know
have
what
to
I
bring
mean.
this up because Flash Thompson with the symbiote
Yeah.
is one of my favorite things in comics because he becomes this character Agent Venom.
Yeah,
but the
'cause
thing
he's
that
fucking
makes it my favorite is because of the reasons he does it. He becomes an actual good person and everything, and he joins the army and he like saves somebody's life and loses legs in the process. And he becomes this very sympathetic character. And it's just like, I don't see any of that being a thing for this version of Flash Thompson.
Where you don't see his family dying and then him being like, you know what, maybe I was a dick all this time.
No, I don't, because I feel like he'd be like, but Mama and Papa always ignored me, so I was never alone.
Hey, Alfred.
Also, Flash
Where's
Thompson
Mother?
isn't a rich kid. Flash Thompson's not a rich kid.
Hey,
He's a guy
Mother.
that lives in a fucking dirt yard.
Hey, Alfred. Where's Mother? He's busy. Didn't show up. Okay.
I fucking hate that. Oh my
That
God,
scene
I hated
at the
that.
end of that movie?
Yeah, I hate
I
that
can't
scene 'cause
believe
I'm
you
like,
remember that.
I remember because it's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Flash
What is
Thompson's
this?
a po-
What is
Flash
this?
Thompson is a poor kid who literally lives in a dirt yard. That is his character. It's not a joke. That's his character.
That's not
It's
the Flash
a
I know.
rich
The
person.
Flash I know is a rich, snobby Indian kid who calls
I'm gonna bully
Spider-Man
that kid.
Penis Parker.
I'm Flash Thompson.
He's like 4'7".
Yeah. Say am I taller than Flash Thompson's actor?
Nah, his actor's probably pretty. He's I don't
Why
know,
did it
he's
open
like
up
5'6".
Bing?
Oh, wait, you use Bing?
No, but my search engine. Oh, so Google's being really fucky right now, and it opened up the Bing. Okay, I'm gonna Google it on my phone.
Yeah, I don't find much fault in it. I'm okay with a little bit of change in these universes. It's fine for me.
I don't mind. Yeah, like I said, I don't mind like changes and stuff.
And I'm
but
and
I
I'm,
just
and I'm
don't
fine
think-
with this Spider-Man too. Like I know it is a fact that he's taken a lot of stuff from Iron Man.
I'm 4 inches taller, and this
Wait,
man
how tall is he?
Several years older than me.
Wait, how tall is
He's
he?
5'6".
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
5'10".
I'm like 2 feet taller than this guy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
How tall are you, JD?
I'm 7'6".
You sure you're not like your Jimmy Dango? Your little 5'4" little
Whoa,
toad.
whoa, Jimmy Dangle's not short. Okay, let's just get this straight.
I love
He's
that was never a thing.
He's a perfectly average height dude. It's just that everyone around him are giants.
Else. Yeah, you literally like got paired with a warforged.
Jimmy Dangle
who's,
is
like, 8
perfectly
foot tall.
average in height.
You got paired with a drow elf who's like 7 foot and a
Everyone
half.
everyone else are in the
Renegade
top
who's
10% of height. Okay, let's just get this straight.
Renegade, who I think is like only like 6 foot.
Mhm.
Just by happenstance, you just look like a short person, but you're really tall. You're like a normal height, and we were just all like 5'4". Scum.
4 feet. Cool. I love how that didn't pick up. Let's move on. Below.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
I mean,
Spider-Man.
I'm excited for this movie.
Iron Man. I think.
Are you not excited for this movie? You don't sound like you're.
Well, there's the thing is that like I was excited for it, and then they put out another trailer, and I'm like, what? No, you've told me too much. What have you done?
What do you mean you told me to? You just said the trailers don't make any sense.
No, the trailers don't make any sense, but then they started putting it more and more. It's like you guys are just telling more and more of the story. You're showing me too many things. Stop. You were good. You kept me confused. Understandable. That's what it
Now
should be.
you're not confused. Now
You're
you know
supposed to
everything
tease
that
me.
happens. Why are you gonna watch the movie, James? Huh?
Yeah,
So you
yeah,
I know why you want to watch the movie.
Um,
I know why you want to watch the movie, so you can see your favorite character, Flash Thompson, be on screen, getting his hair dyed. My man's stepping it up, going to the
Tony
gym,
Ravioli.
putting in them hours.
Yeah, man, Tony Ravioli over in the chair getting his hair dyed and
Yeah.
straightened.
Yeah, Al Pacino, in there.
Wow.
Al Pacino as the Goblin,
Little frogman Al
the
Pacino.
Green Goblin,
Little 4 foot tall Al Pacino as Green Goblin.
Dunk Pacino as Green Goblin.
Pacino. Oh god, why is Jack and Jill so fucking rooted in every conversation I have?
Jack and Jill. What do you mean?
Yeah, that's where Dunkachino comes from.
Oh, Dunk Pacino comes from Jack and Jill movie.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
From the Adam Sandler Jack and Jill because
I thought it was a
making
Dunkin' Donuts commercial.
No, it's a fake Dunkin' Donuts commercial from the Jack and Jill movie because Adam Sandler is a
Oh.
director and they were doing a partnership with Al Pacino. But then
And
again, by
Dunkin'
the way-
Donuts.
yes, and Dunkin' Donuts. And he was directing it, and it's the Dunkachino commercial. But that joke doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't need to make sense, James. How many jokes do you laugh
Because it
at that
shouldn't-
don't make sense? Okay, James, now's not the time. Just talk.
As I laugh at a joke that doesn't make sense.
As you laugh at the da-na-na-na-na-na.
It was playing in my mind too. When you asked me that, I was like, "Na-na-na-na-na." Did you hear the theory that Flash Thompson's parents in the MCU are actually the Osborns? That he's supposed to be Harry Potter, not Harry Potter, the Harry Osborn surrogate?
Is this that spoiler that you were telling me about?
No, that's not it.
This
The
is just a
spoiler
rumor?
comes from something else. Yeah, this was a rumor that happened after the second movie where like, oh, he's rich. And it's like, yeah, in the first movie, he's literally driving the fucking most expensive car. Yeah, he's rich. And people are
He's
like,
rich.
oh, well, his
That
mother
must be
and father-
Osborns.
Yeah.
He's Flash Osborn?
No, because he's adopted.
I mean, I don't see Harry Osborn anywhere. Ned Osborn.
Just
What if like the
I don't
real
know.
Mary Jane just comes out?
which one?
Not Michelle Jones.
Mary Jane. You know, the drug.
Andrew Garfield comes flying through the portal with fucking marijuana.
Andrew Garfield comes flying through the portal with like a bunch of vape clouds coming out of his mouth.
It's the clip of him doing the pose in the Spider-Man outfit, pulling off his mask, holding the $5 bill, going like super pumped. Have you ever seen that? It's like a Jimmy Kimmel clip or something, but it's it's him wearing like a dollar store Spider-Man costume, and somebody taking a selfie.
And it's actually Andrew Garfield.
Yeah. And a $5 bill, and it just comes to a close-up where he snatches off the mask and like holds the $5, like, yes, I made money.
Yes.
Yes.
This job is lucrative.
Apparently, Tom Holland made a WhatsApp with him and Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield.
So who's your favorite Spider-Man to work with? Oh, I really love Who's your favorite Spider-Man to work with?
Okay, hold on. Now I'm just thinking of the clip from the German trailer.
I
like
really
the international
wanted
one.
Topher Grace's Venom to be in the Sinister Six.
Here's the thing, he probably is, because they absolutely edited people out of the final fight that they show in that trailer, where it's like them all jumping at just Tom Holland, and it's like, in literally the international trailer, there's the extended bit where fucking Lizard gets kicked across the face, and it's just like nobody's kicking him. It's like there's clearly a CG person there, and they just didn't cut the frames. And
see, I told you there was a lizard, and that was the lizard. Remember when you said I was a lizard? I was right.
What are you talking
this
about?
entire time?
What
when
are
we
you
did that
referring
trailer
to?
reaction episode, remember that?
We did a trailer reaction?
Yeah, we were talking about the trailer for it, and it was like, oh, there's the Sinister Six, Sandman, Electro, and the lizard. And that one frame is the lizard, and you were like, no, it's not the lizard.
I said I don't know if it's the lizard. I didn't say no, it's not the lizard.
Well, I knew, James. I knew it was the lizard. Because I'm actually
Anyways,
in that movie,
if you've
James.
enjoyed the shoot,
I'm in that movie, James.
you're Flash Thompson. You're Harry Osborn. You're
I'm
Bro
the
Goblin.
representation, Flash Thompson.
Your representation.
I'm Flash representation Thompson. Thank you for watching the crap show.
I forgot
if
that
you
is a good
enjoyed,
joke from G Savior.
that was an
That's a
amazing
really good
joke.
joke
Release it.
from G Savior. It's representation. Never learned her name.
I still don't know her name.
Yelling, look, it's representation.
Isn't that the first thing I said when the first time she showed up on screen?
I think so.
I remember you really got a kick out of it when we were in person. I was
Yeah,
sitting
I was
on the
like,
couch next to you, and then I saw an Asian girl pop. I was like, representation, and you're like, just break down laughing. Anyway, if you enjoyed,
I didn't realize it was all white people.
we do this
for, like,
every
2 seconds.
Sunday.
And then you got Mark.
We do this every Sunday. If you like, you should like and subscribe, and you can catch us every Sunday.
And then she dies at the end of the movie. I'm like,
All right.
no representation.
Well, James, you want to plug in your shit before we end it?
If you want to watch the G Savior video,
Which is probably not going to come out anytime soon.
little do you know, it's just 7 days away.
Okay.
You say that in such disbelief, like,
Well, I mean, last week you were like, "Oh yeah, I get it next week," and then the week before that one you were like, "Oh yeah, I get it up next week." Now you're saying it's going to be up in next week.
it's gonna be next week. Trust me, in 7 days exactly.
Trust me. Is that what you say every time you lie?
You trust that man? You can trust me.
You upload as frequently as him.
I was gonna say, John trying to upload it. I guess I must.
I must.
Yeah. If you want to find my YouTube channel, I'm James No Last Name on YouTube, as well as other social media handles, and on Twitch, I'm No_last_name_. French one, though he does deserve your attention because he upvotes more than me.
Alright.
Jesus Christ.
Bye. Say bye.
Bye, representation.
James.